In 1940, Britain stood alone. Across the English Channel, Adolf Hitler's war machine prepared for invasion. The Luftwaffe, battle-hardened from Poland and France, was confident it could destroy the Royal Air Force in weeks and open the door for German troops to cross the sea. Britain's survival depended on something no fighter pilot could see: radar. Long before the first bombs fell, British scientists had been fighting a quieter war. Throughout the 1930s, researchers explored the possibility of detecting aircraft using radio waves. At a time when many military leaders dismissed the idea as science fiction, a small group of engineers pressed forward. By 1938, their work produced something revolutionary: chain home, the world's first integrated radar defense system. Tall steel towers rose along Britain's eastern and southern coasts. They were ungainly, vulnerable, and highly secret, but they worked. On July 10, 1940, the Battle of Britain began. German bombers and fighters crossed the Channel in massive formations, expecting surprise. Instead, RAF commanders already knew they were coming. Radar stations picked up enemy aircraft while they were still over France, giving Britain precious minutes to prepare. For the first time in history, air battles were being guided before they happened. Inside darkened operations rooms, young women of the Women's Auxiliary Air Force moved counters across large maps, tracking incoming raids in real time. RAF commanders could now conserve their limited fighter strength, launching squadrons only when and where they were needed. This changed everything. The Luftwaffe believed Britain was scrambling fighters blindly, exhausting pilots and aircraft. In reality, radar allowed Britain to fight with efficiency instead of desperation. Pilots took off rested, fueled, and aimed directly at enemy formations. German intelligence failed to understand the system. Although radar towers were visible from the air, their importance was underestimated. Early bombing raids damaged several stations, but repairs were swift. The Germans shifted focus away from radar, calling it insignificant. It was a catastrophic mistake. As Luftwaffe losses mounted, RAF Fighter Command continued to stand. Radar prevented exhaustion, preserved aircraft, and allowed Britain to absorb punishment without collapse. By September 1940, German strategy unraveled. Hitler postponed Operation Sea Lion, the planned invasion of Britain. Without air superiority, an amphibious assault was impossible. The Luftwaffe had failed, not due to lack of courage or aircraft, but because it fought an enemy that could see the future. Radar had turned time itself into a weapon.